Alright everybody, good evening. It's good to see such a full place. This is the most full that we've been, and we pretty much ran out of food. There's a little bit there. So if at any point you want to get something more to eat, if you need a drink and there isn't water, we do have drinking fountains down the hall a little bit, so just feel free to go grab water there. Can everybody hear me okay? Great. Alright, let's get started. So good evening, welcome. This is the 2026 Phi Theta Kappa Induction and Awards Ceremony here at Minnesota West. Welcome to everybody who's attending in person. We have our brand new Phi Theta Kappa members, we have family, friends. Welcome to our college president, Dr. Terry Galswick. Special welcome to our guest speaker, Billy Joel Monlock. And finally, a warm welcome to our new inductees, family, and friends who are joining us virtually over our live stream. So we just got a live stream going right now, and I know there's some inductees who are watching and a lot of family and friends who couldn't be here tonight, so they're also joining us. So my name is Dr. Tyler Wadzinski. I am the faculty advisor to our local Alpha Nu Kappa chapter of Phi Theta Kappa here at Minnesota West. In addition to my role advising PTK, I also serve as our chemistry instructor. I see a lot of my current and former students here tonight, and that's always fun, so welcome. A little bit about PTK before we get started. Phi Theta Kappa is recognized as the official honor society for two-year colleges, and PTK has a presence on almost 1,300 community college campuses in 11 countries around the world. More than 3.8 million students have been inducted since PTK's founding in 1918. Today, there are approximately 250,000 active members. Minnesota West chapter of Phi Theta Kappa is called Alpha Nu Kappa, and our chapter was chartered at Worthington Community College back in 1987. To be eligible for membership in our chapter of Phi Theta Kappa here in Minnesota West, students must demonstrate academic achievement as evidenced by a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5 with at least one full semester of completed credits. Since it was chartered, our local Alpha Nu Kappa chapter of Phi Theta Kappa has grown to include over 1,000 members. Today's inductees are now part of this network of Blue Jay scholars, visionaries, leaders, and change makers living and working in our local communities in Southwest Minnesota, across our state, and across the country. Beyond recognition for academic excellence and beyond entry into a network of high-achieving peers, Phi Theta Kappa membership also unlocks access to scholarships. Two-year college scholarships, transfer scholarships offered by over 800 four-year colleges and universities, and career-specific scholarships for students entering the workforce in technical fields. Phi Theta Kappa membership unlocks access to statewide and national recognition, such as the All-Minnesota Academic Team and the Coca-Cola Academic Team, which we will hear more about later tonight. Maybe most valuable of all, Phi Theta Kappa membership provides a platform for developing leadership skills and making a positive difference right here in our own home communities. To begin our ceremony, please join me in welcoming our college president, Dr. Terry Galswick.
Thank you, Tyler. Well, good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate this milestone. Some of you know me as Gracie's dad. In fact, a lot of you do, and some of you know me as Sherry's husband. But tonight, it's my privilege as president of Minnesota West to actually welcome you to Phi Theta Kappa's induction ceremony, where we celebrate academic achievement and recognize the commitment of our inductees, commitment, perseverance, and leadership. Inductees, you have earned a special place of distinction through your intellectual curiosity, discipline, and hard work. Your induction into our local chapter, Alpha Nu Kappa, reflects not only what you have accomplished, but who you are becoming. Scholars and leaders prepared to make a meaningful difference. And to the families and loved ones that have joined me here tonight, This achievement is yours as well. Your sacrifices, your steady encouragement, and your belief, especially in those moments that mattered most, have helped make this milestone possible. You are part and will be part of every step in their journey, and you will continue to shape what comes next for your loved ones. Inductees, tonight marks more than recognition. It truly marks your entry into a community committed to scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. These are not just ideals. They are expectations. Expectations that will shape your path and impact those around you. As members of Alpha Nu Kappa, you will carry both opportunity and responsibility. You have the chance to lead, to strengthen our college community, and to contribute in ways that extend well beyond our campus. I encourage you to engage, seek out opportunities, and continue building something that matters for yourself, for our communities, and for those that are most dear to you. I would like to also recognize and thank our faculty advisor, Dr. Tyler Wodzinski. Could you give him a round of applause, please? His dedication, vision, and mentorship have helped guide our students to this moment. His commitment to student success is deeply valued across our college community. Thank you, Tyler, for all you do for our students, for your leadership and your service. Inductees, moments like this don't just reflect achievement. They reflect possibility. We are proud of you, not only for what you've achieved, but for the responsibility you will carry and for the difference you will make. Congratulations and welcome to Alpha Nu Kappa.
Thank you, Dr. Galsway. Next on our agenda is a message from our PTK student president. Unfortunately, Allison is under the weather today, and she has an entire speech that's prepared, but she's not here to give us a speech. So, I talked to her about it. She's comfortable with me reading her speech. So, we're gonna have to pretend that that's who's giving it. But Allison had some things that she wanted to talk about and what PTK has accomplished this year on campus. So, this is from Allison. Hello everyone, my name is Allison Bagan, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of our Phi Theta Kappa chapter this year, which is basically just a way of saying I help plan events and try to find ways we can actually be useful to the student body on campus and do something that makes a difference. This year our main focus was our fall scholarship help event. We wanted to create something that didn't feel intimidating because applying for scholarships can be one of those things people keep putting off or don't really know how to start. So instead of making it super formal, we took it in a different direction. We set up a yogurt parfait bar like we did last spring, but this time we made it Halloween themed and added a contest for the best parfait to make it more fun. The contest gave people a reason to stop by, but more importantly, it made the whole event feel more relaxed and approachable. It also helped bring in more students than we had at previous events, and everyone really enjoyed creating spooky parfaits and be part of the contest. We ended up helping over 40 students from the college. A lot of students who stopped by had questions about the scholarship application, like where to find it or how to know which ones to apply for, and some didn't even realize they were eligible to apply. Others hadn't gotten around to applying yet, which is exactly why we held the event when we did, just a couple of days before the deadline to give them that extra push. Because of that, everyone who came to the table needed something a little different, and we were able to meet them right where they were, talking them through the process, answering questions, and helping them take that first step. Along with helping students apply, we also asked them to fill out a short anonymous survey about the scholarship. We wanted to understand what might have stopped them and what could make the process easier. A lot of the responses showed that students didn't know scholarships were available, while others felt the process was confusing or thought they didn't qualify. This feedback was really helpful for us because it gave us a better idea of what students were struggling with and how it can be improved in the future. We didn't have any events this spring, but honestly this one event showed us something important. You don't need a huge schedule or a bunch of events to make an impact. Sometimes it's just one event like this, something simple but meaningful that can actually help people. That's what makes being part of Phi Theta Kappa so rewarding. It's not about doing something huge or flashy, but finding ways to support other students, build connections, and grow along the way. I'm excited to pass on my role to the next president and see how this chapter continues to grow and make an impact in the future. Thank you. Now, Allison may be watching our live stream. Let's give her a round of applause. Membership in Phi Theta Kappa is a recognition of students' academic accomplishments here at Minnesota West. But that's not all. It is also a platform for statewide and even national recognition through competitive awards. Tonight, I would like to recognize some of this year's statewide and national award winners. Let's first recognize 3 outstanding students who were selected to represent Minnesota West in the 2025-2026 All-Minnesota Academic Team. Students selected to the All-Minnesota Academic Team represent some of the highest achieving scholars and leaders enrolled in community and technical colleges across the entire state of Minnesota. Phi Theta Kappa members who completed an application for this award were evaluated based on their activities, volunteerism, and leadership. The top transfer pathway and workforce pathway students from each campus location were then selected to represent Minnesota West in the All-Minnesota Academic Team. This spring, our awardees were invited to attend an awards luncheon in Minneapolis, where they were each presented with a medal and a certificate. Without embarrassing them too much, I'd like to shine a spotlight on each of our All-Minnesota Academic Team members. So our first awardee is Reagan Peterson. Reagan couldn't be here tonight. She's in a golf meet right now, but I'll read a little bit about her. Reagan is a PSEO student who is busy taking full-time college credit load while she's still a student at Mountain Lake High School. Following graduation, Reagan plans to complete a bachelor's degree in nuclear medicine, eventually earning a PhD or master's degree further down the road, possibly specializing in pediatrics. Outside the classroom and beyond her membership in PTK, Reagan is involved in FFA, volunteering at nursing homes, the High School Minnesota Honor Society, and she also works as a CNA. Reagan is an accomplished golfer on her high school golf team, which she's 9. She has been the team captain of her team. She's been named to the Minnesota Academic All-State, and she has made the state golf tournament. Congratulations, Reagan. Next up is Kenya. Are you here tonight? I told you I was going to embarrass you. So Kenya Marieli Sebastian Ramos. Kenya is a PSEO student who has taken 2 full years of college coursework while she's been a student at Worthington High School. Following graduation, Kenya will be attending South Dakota to pursue a bachelor's degree in landscape architecture. Kenya is highly accomplished in the classroom, receiving highest academic honors throughout her high school career and a certificate of recognition for her writing. Outside the classroom, by running a booth during our annual international festival, and she has also volunteered at The Banquet, which is a meal ministry in Sioux Falls. Congratulations, Kenya. We have a spare. We can use this for a picture. So you're going to get one in the mail soon, but for now, should we go over here? So all of our winners
Get it too.
Good idea. Next, we have Willow Hoff. So as Willow comes up here, I've got a lot to read, so I can get started. Willow is a PSEO student who lives in Balaton, Minnesota. After she earns her Associate of Liberal Arts degree from Minnesota West this spring, she plans to attend Crown College, where she will pursue a bachelor's degree in psychology. Willow hopes to then work as a social worker while pursuing a master's degree in counseling, specializing in art or perinatal counseling. Outside the classroom and beyond PTK, Willow keeps very busy as an entrepreneur, running her own crochet pattern business called 31 Makes. She has earned a piano festival solo trophy in 3 years, and she enjoys reading, working out, vintage TV and movies, and spending time with family. Willow is also active in her church through Bible studies and serving in worship and children's ministry playing piano. Congratulations on all Minnesota academic team. But wait, there's more. We're gonna have Willow stay up here. This year, the Coca-Cola Scholars Program recognized 125 exemplary students from across the country as part of the 2026 Coca-Cola Academic Team. These scholars each received a generous $1,300 scholarship, along with recognition during the Parade of Scholars at PTK's annual convention in Baltimore, Maryland. There was one winner of this competitive award from the entire state of Minnesota. I am incredibly proud to announce that one of our own Minnesota West students, Willow Hoff, was named to the Coca-Cola Academic Team this year. Let's give her another round of applause for this excellent. So next I would like to introduce the evening's guest speaker, Billy Joe Monlock. Billy Joe graduated from Minnesota West in 2004 as a member of Phi Theta Kappa. During Billy's college career, she exemplified both academic success and student leadership on campus and even on the national stage. Today, Billy Joe lives in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where she works at Case New Holland.
Good evening.
Evening.
First off, I'd like to thank Tyler for inviting me to speak tonight. It is truly a great honor to be here, and it does bring back a lot of great memories of our time here, and to see how much it has changed since I've been here. A lot of great improvements and everything. To all of you, the inductees, you should be very proud of your accomplishments and your academic achievement. I'm sure there have been many things that you, your family, your friends, you've all had to sacrifice in order to be able to get you to the point that you're at now. You may not fully understand how big of a deal your membership in Phi Theta Kappa truly is. You can go and research, find out what it's all about, find out that it dates back to actually 1910 for women, and then in 1926 it went co-ed. You can find out that their mission is about recognizing academic achievement, scholarship possibilities, and providing opportunities to grow as scholars and leaders. But what does that really mean? When I was invited to be inducted, I didn't have a clue what it was all about. So I did ask an instructor of mine. First off, back then, we didn't have any of this type of stuff, so it's great that Tyler has got this going, and you really do get recognized for everything that you put in for it. But my instructor informed me that being invited to be in Phi Theta Kappa was more than just about my strong academic performance. It spoke volumes about who I was as a person and where I was heading in my life. This statement was a true turning point in my life, and I have carried that forward with me ever since. I couldn't believe that someone had that type of confidence in me, and because I grew up quite the opposite. My father left school after he was done with junior high. My mother after her freshman year, and my older sister didn't make it through her junior year. So I was the first in my family to graduate from high school and continue on going to college especially. And now, with Phi Theta Kappa, I was being recognized for being a scholar. I grew up with a lot of what I did wrong, what I could do better. So being recognized for the hard work was the start of where I knew that I could go in my life. Phi Theta Kappa isn't surviving or making it through school. It's excellence. When I started college here at Minnesota West Worthington, what I was concentrated on was studying and studying only, especially since it had been a while since I had done anything of this sort. So I will never forget though my first day of biology right over in the I don't know what it's even called anymore, but big auditorium. And I was sitting there and there was a young man sitting right in front of me and he's all nervous. And he's like, well, I haven't had biology in 4 years. So I asked him, I says, well, can I ask, how old are you? And he tells me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't had biology since before you were born. So from that point on, though, we did try to outdo each other. We stayed in the same spots, and we'd always find out what our scores were. But for the record, I did better. So. But it did also start my determination to make myself to do better. And this was for myself mostly. Minnesota West, though, did teach me so much more than what I could learn in books and lectures, though. I believe when I first realized that I could actually do this and excel was in logic class. Now, that was a class that I immediately took to, and it made so much sense to me. That wasn't my turning point, though. It's when the instructor came up to me and asked me to be a tutor. Me, a tutor. The one to where when I was a kid growing up, I struggled in school. After hours of studying, the best I would come up with is maybe a C. So with the confidence of tutoring, though, the rest of my subjects soon followed with that confidence. Except for Spanish, which is still very much a foreign language to me. But the rest of them came falling in, and it became easier and easier as my confidence grew. Then I started finding myself wanting to engage myself more at school, and that's when I came across Student Senate. That's when my confidence in general started coming in, and I actually ended up being very involved. I was president my second year, and we had all kinds of, where we started actually getting Student Senate going. And I was talking to them prior here, and one of my biggest things that I remember was we finally convinced the president at that time to allow us to have a bucking bull, the mechanical bull. And it was actually right here in the middle of the Commons. And that kind of started everything, and people started coming. Well, also with the eating contest, it was a free meal, so everybody showed up for that. Through my experiences with the Student Senate, I dealt a lot with diversity and dealing with people who had totally different personalities and ideas, with which I have used in management roles and dealing with employees ever since. I had the privilege to lobby before the Higher Education Committee in St. Paul, and I even lobbied in Washington, D.C. Me, this meat kid who never wanted attention on me or anyone to even notice that I was there. Then I received a letter inviting me to join Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, And that really truly did show me that my hard work and dedication was recognized. Several years later, I was applying for a management position within my company, and the woman interviewing me stopped mid-sentence and asks, "Are you Phi Theta Kappa?" And I'm like, "Yes." She was also, and I, to this day, do truly believe that that gave me the edge and I got the promotion. In fact, just last week, I was talking to an engineer at work, and we were discussing what we were going to be doing, and what was coming up. And I told him that I was going to be doing this tonight, and I know it scored some brownie points, and now he comes over and helps all the time. So, because she is also in Phi Theta Kappa. Being a part of this, being a part of Phi Theta Kappa, has taught me about living a principled life, to strive for excellence, and has taught me integrity and pride. Take pride in whatever you do and wherever you go, because you never know where the next chapter will take you. When I started my college journey, I never would have thought that the classes that I took, my involvement with Student Senate, and my involvement with Phi Theta Kappa would come into play so often from that point forward. It has enhanced my ability to analyze societal issues, provide effective solutions, rather than something for my own personal achievement. It has most definitely helped me build the confidence that I needed to take on leadership roles in my employment, to be that medium when balance is needed, and to be able to speak up for those who don't have the confidence or the ability to do so. I'm so very proud to be able to stand up here tonight and let you know just how proud your family, your friends, your instructors, and I am of your accomplishments and your induction into Phi Theta Kappa. Lastly, I want you to know that you are one of the elite and always will be. I want to thank Tyler again for inviting me tonight. It's been a pure privilege.
Thanks, Billy. How about another round of applause for our guest speaker? So next in our program, the last big event of the night, we have the induction process. So I'm going to give you a few instructions and then we'll start. So to all the PTK inductees who are present tonight, I'll be calling your names one at a time in alphabetical order. When your name is called, you can walk up to the front and I'll give you a certificate. Once I hand you the certificate here, you can walk over by the screen and President Galswick will be standing there. You can shake Dr. Galswick's hand if you want and then pose for a picture. We have Brianna here tonight from our marketing team. She's been helping with a lot of getting this going. So let's give Brianna a quick round of applause. Brianna will be taking a picture of you, so make sure that you smile if you want to smile. So after you receive your certificate, after you take your photo, please remain up at the front. We'll kind of line up here. You can line up in a couple rows probably. We won't fit all the way across. And then once everybody's up here, then we'll take one last picture at the end of all of our new inductees together. Does anyone have any questions? All right, well, let's get started. So our first inductee of the night is Alyssa Arzu. Caden Axford. Dalton Bennett. Alaren Brinkmeyer. Shane Christensen. Owen Dagu. Emily Dahlquist. Taylor Doubledeed. Lori Irwin. Christopher Esparza. Nicholas Best. You need to start that form 2 rows, I would say. Yeah, maybe stand behind it. Here. We're gonna get cozy up here. Jace Yirtzema. Alexius Hafschulte. Balkisa Ibrahim. Chloe Jones. Nataya Kampan. Lincoln Canor. It's Nor. I was wrong. Sorry, Lincoln. Sorry to everybody else whose name I messed up also. I get it myself sometimes too, you can imagine that. Nahom Legacy. Judah Livanos. Aliana Lund.
Scooch that way. And then you can recenter. Here you go.
Alea Marcus. Braden Easter. Dominic Meyer. Arturo Orozco.
Do you want one with your certificate up?
Maybe start another roll.
Yeah.
We'll rearrange it afterwards so everybody. Paulina Osorio Coach. Aaliyah Perry. Ivy Payne. Reagan Peterson. Eliana Sand. Jocelyn Sandoval. Kenya Sebastian. Samantha Sorter. Molly Strandmark. Eleanor Tierink. Keen Veld. JC Williams. And last but definitely not least, Brianna Woodbury. All right, so should we try for the picture, Brianna? All right, let's do it.
Let's go with 3 rows. With the taller in the back, middle, front, and then if you're short, you might need to squat a little bit. But Looks like I can see everybody. Do you want to just take a step in the front row?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't quite see you. All right. Now I think I got everybody. Can you go on your tippy toes? Right there. Perfect. All right. Everybody, hold up your certificate. Smile.
The scholars, eh? Yep. So to turn for ya. Well, that's an absolute pleasure. As tonight's Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony draws to a close, I want to once again congratulate our inductees and our all academic award recipients and our Coca-Cola Scholar. These scholarships and their scholarship and dedication are impressive, and we are proud to have you as students of Minnesota West. Membership at Phi Theta Kappa is truly not only an honor, it is a responsibility. What matters now, we talked about this earlier, is how you carry this forward, how you lead, how you serve, and how you do so with purpose, knowing that you will make a difference in the lives of others. To our families and friends, thank you again. Your support, encouragement, and belief has made a lasting impression and difference in the lives of these students. This one does reflect your investment, time, energy, maybe on occasion a few tears. I'd like to also thank again Tyler and members of our college community. Jay's back there, Brianna's here, and you saw our physical plant team. I believe it was Ruben and Jonathan that were helping out. We had a great turnout tonight. So give our college faculty and staff a quick round of applause. They truly are the heart of this organization, and what centers their time and energy is a simple concept: doing what's best for our students. So this place runs without my office, all right? This place does not run without the dedication and the heart and the service of our faculty and staff, so thank you. Finally, to our inductees, this is not the finish line, it is a beginning. We look forward to watching you carry this forward in your careers and in your communities and in the lives of those that are around you tonight. Thank you for being here tonight, and have a wonderful and safe trip home.